When I'm asked to give advice to new writers, aspiring writers, one of the pieces of advice I give is to read a lot. Now, I haven't been following my own advice the past few months. I have been tied up with lots of other things. Real life basically has got in the way. But now I'm trying to get back into my reading again. And I thought that one of the things I could do is to share with you what I have read each month. So it's now halfway through September, but over the last couple of months, I actually was lucky enough to read two books. It's not very much. I promise I'm getting back into it again. One of those was The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. This is published by One More Chapter. Disclaimer, they're also my publisher. And I was given this free copy when I went over to HarperCollins building, which is always an enormous treat, back in May. And I was allowed to choose whatever books I wanted to take home with me. And because I was only there for a day, I only had a small amount of hand luggage, so I couldn't take too many books. No, I did my best, I promise you. This was one of the books, The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. It's a fabulous book. It's got, it's historical fiction, it's various different timelines, and it's about 3 different people. And I got straight into this book immediately from the first page. Lots of things happen. It's really exciting. If you want to read it, this is really one of my recommendations. So yes, if you're interested, The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. It's out now. It's been out for a couple of months and I really enjoyed it. Another thing that happens is, as a published author, I am now sent various books or offered books to read, to give a quote for. I can't always do this. Either I don't have time or I've already committed myself to other books. But sometimes something really takes my fancy as well. And this was one of those books. The Orphans on the Train. This is by Jill Thompson. This book is not out yet. It's out on the 1st of October. I really enjoyed it. It's inspired by 2 real people, and it's a fascinating story set during World War II. It's traumatic, it's heartbreaking, but it's also full of hope. It's incredibly well researched. It's absolutely fascinating, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, it's set in 1939 through to 1943, and then just after the war. And it is, as I said, heartbreaking. It's fast-paced. It tugs at the heartstrings, but I really can heartily recommend this. So you could pre-order now if you want to. I'll put the links to both books below. This one, as I said, is by Jill Thompson, The Orphans on the Train. It is really, really well worth reading. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So those are my 2 recommendations for September. I will have more in the coming weeks. What I will aim to do is at least once a month share my recommendations of books that I've read. And if there are any you would like to tell me about, please do in the comments below. So if you want to, please subscribe. Click the red little subscribe button below so that you are alerted each time I post a video. I tend to do it, I have been doing it, the intention was once a week. As I said, real life got in the way over the past few months. So some of my videos were delayed, but I'm trying to get back into my routine again. And so we'll be posting at least once a week about my own stuff, and maybe twice a week the second one will be other bits of information. So we'll just see. But I will be doing an update on the books that I've read and any book recommendations that I have each month. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Happy reading.